We're going to talk about Thor and the history of Thor. That's why we're doing the history of the theory of the fact of Thor. Well, talk about a few things in this video. Now, Thor apparently did a lot of things. This is Mona right here in my hand. Okay? Starting off with the obvious fact. Thor, apparently, he drank the ocean water, right? Then he peed it out, right? Oh yes, and then he beat over 1,000 trolls, right? The one of gods of Vikings, Nordic god. But one of the few Nordic gods I do know about. Okay? Now I can't tell you what much did I know about him because there isn't much I do know, but what I do know, Okay? Yep. His brother is Loki. Okay? But if I'm not sure about that, we'll get to that in a minute. But he also traveled the world, traveled 7 seas. But now, people say there's no proof of the 7 seas, that the Vikings ever traveled the 7 seas, but that's wrong. Because there has been proof that Vikings have traveled America. Right? Because there's been arrows that go back to the 1400s. Right? Right? And Indians didn't really start making arrows until later than that. Right? But you know, they didn't make spears and things that looked like it was carved from cobblestone all the way from London. You know? So yes, and this is a true story. This is a true fact. These are things you can actually look up. The other video I made, people do believe in it. People do think it's true. You know? But it's not been proven to be true. There's no factual things that saying it. It's just a theory. This one is more than a theory. Right? There was a Viking found in ice in 2016 in Mount Everest. Yep. You may not know, Mount Everest is owned by America. And you want to tell me the Americans never traveled the 7 seas? Okay. I mean, just think about it. 1,000,000 years from now, right, people are going to say, we never assisted. Because 1,000,000 years from now, we're going to live with aliens more than likely. Well, and that's the fact. The legend and the theory of the boogeyman. That's right, you heard me say, right? The boogeyman. The Baba Yaga. Right? Man, but we're not talking about the boogeyman or the Baba Yaga specifically. We're talking about the one, the only, the baby grabber. That's right. Rumpelstiltskin. Rumpelstiltskin, you may know him as a fairy tale. Right? What if I was to tell you he's a little more than a fairy tale and kind of based off a true person? In the sense that somebody was afraid that their kid was going to get kidnapped. Right? And they hired a professional writer, right, to write about it. To get the story out. Right? That is the original idea of the story. Right? But there is no proof of that ever being true. But so it's nothing more than a theory. non-factual, a probability. But so there's that. Oh, but Bumble steals skin, steals babies, but he also can steal your soul. But you make a deal with him, yes. You could argue he's what position of the devil, but no. He's not a devil, he's not a demon, he's just a person who has magical powers that are powerful as hell and can take anything and everything he wants.